Good evening and welcome to another Roy Handler Hot Mess show. Tonight we have a special treat for you. We have a guest chef. She is recently relocated to LA. Her name is Aria. She's got a food blog. What is the food blog?
It's called Feed the Homies, and what she does, she feeds homeless people. We're going to talk about it a little bit later when she comes on stage, right?
Yes.
Stage.
Actually, we're going to invite her right now because we're going to start doing Japanese food today, and she's going to help us out, and we'll see how much she knows and find out a little bit about her.
Okay.
So, Aria, why don't you step forward? And,
Let's give her the middle.
Yeah,
welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are
How's
you
it
doing?
going?
Like shake your hand or something.
Upward. There we go. Give a hug.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hug.
All right, so you want to say hi to the crowd?
Hi everybody at home or work or whatever.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Aria, pay attention because this is my first time doing Japanese live.
Every time you do Japanese, you say it's your first time. You've done Japanese like at least 3 or 4 times.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
What we're going to do is a tuna tartar with avocado, and we're going to do a soba noodle salad, and then we're going to finish up with some Chilean sea bass. So, but the first thing we want to do is marinate the Chilean sea bass.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you suggest we marinate the Chilean sea bass in, since you're such a foodie?
Well, I definitely love honey on it.
Okay,
Just
so why don't we put some honey on
a
it?
little bit of honey on it.
That's a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
See, the stuff has to marinate for a little bit.
What kind of whisk is that? People, watch this. You're supposed to whisk the sauce. Look at this. What happened? Did you
Okay,
beat
that,
somebody
that
with
was
it?
mashed potatoes. I was trying to make mashed potatoes one day.
Come on.
Okay,
no.
so we're going with the honey, a little bit of soy sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Some salt and pepper. Can you get me the salt and pepper, Sammy? Please.
Okay, here we go. Salt, pepper.
And we're going to add a little bit of wine because when you cook this, it's got a lot of sugar in it,
Yeah, you don't want it to be too sweet.
and if you put it in a pan, it's not going to it's going to burn.
Right.
So you want to add a little bit of liquid to it.
Otherwise, it would taste like dessert.
Yeah,
It just has a lot of sugar.
And it's
Yeah.
fish.
So you need a little kick.
Right.
You're going to put something spicy on it?
Yeah, we're going to put some salt and pepper on it. You can put whatever you want on it, but we're just going to go
With the flour.
with a little bit of Japanese action here.
Japanese action.
What do you think? Do you eat Japanese? You're from the Dominican, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love sushi, so
The
That's
funny
just-
thing, we don't even eat that in Dominican Republic. We don't.
no,
We're not.
and I love it here.
Once I got to the States, I was like, okay, I'm down for
But
this.
what we do eat is octopus a lot,
Mhm.
and they
Octopus
don't.
is really good.
Oh my
yeah.
god, it's so good.
Yeah.
And people think I'm so weird over here for like obsessing over it. It doesn't taste the same here as it does
No,
Yeah,
there.
it's
really.
fresh.
Can you
It's
give me a plate
fresh.
there, Sammy, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to show you this, the Chilean sea bass.
You want to marinate? Okay, let me get here.
It's got to sit in it. So when the honey and the soy sauce get inside of it, it crusts up. So it's got some nice, almost brown action to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to let that sit, and we're going to fire that up in a really, really hot oven later on after we make the appetizer.
So how long are you gonna let that marinate for?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Did you set the time when we started?
No, I have it in my head. I got this.
Okay.
So what are we? We're doing the tuna now.
Yes, let's get started on the tuna tartar. As you can see,
Okay.
we're very organized. Why don't you,
I'm just gonna
Sammy, why don't you tell Aria what you're going to do with your tuna tartar?
Okay, well
I'll
first
do the avocados.
you do the avocados.
Right. You got to make the mix first.
Okay. So if you want, you can dice these like very small, como en cuadritos,
Sí, sí,
cubes. And then we're going to marinate it with some lime juice, some wasabi, and green onions. Let me get her a knife. Why are you using my knife? You're still not prepared for this.
Just relax. Everything's going to be fine.
Do you
coming
want
to
to
you
like
live.
put the lime juice on it first and
Yeah,
then
but
cut
first,
it up?
it has to be cut up first because it's not
Yeah.
going to penetrate.
Okay.
That's a big piece of
Yeah, that's what
Here you go.
I mean, that's almost like a steak.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
Okay, so you ready for it? You know how to cut it?
Yeah.
This is a
but-
cutting board. You can use it
Okay.
on here. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the wasabi, and I'm going to mix it in with the lime juice and the lime zest. Or can you move a little bit to the right? You're taking the little spot.
Relax,
I
man.
am
I'm
relaxed.
getting overpowered by the Dominicans.
I thought you would like that. Okay, so here we have a little bit of wasabi powder, and we're gonna add it to 2 tablespoons of the lime juice. Okay, we're gonna whisk that in.
Everything's going to go into the same pot. So usually you could do a tuna tartar with avocado, and it could be layered. But we're going to mix everything
A
together.
little bit, yeah. And then I also mixed it in with the lime zest. You can add as much wasabi as you want. It depends on how spicy do you like it. And if it's not as spicy enough, you can always add a little bit more towards the end. Okay, so Roy has here the avocado. Okay, you want me to dress it?
Yes, what do you have in there?
I have the wasabi powder, the
Right.
lime juice, and the zest. Lemon juice and the zest.
Okay.
Okay, so we add that in. Let's mix it. Do you have a grater? Let's grate a little bit of ginger in it, yeah?
Yeah, but you need some sriracha too. Add some scallions.
I will. I'm going to add it once we have the tuna, which I'm going to add a little bit of. This is a very refreshing kind of appetizer when you have people over. It's very simple to make, and it's just really refreshing to the palate. Here.
Slide over. You're cramping my style.
What style?
I have amazing style.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about? Just
No.
you. I mean, I just met Aria. Don't you think I have style?
I think you have a little bit of style.
See, she paused, so that means you
It's
don't
a
have
different
style.
kind of style. You want me to put it in there?
Yeah, just dump it in.
Okay, so we're grating the ginger just a little bit because it's overpowering if you add too much of it.
Try to get the fresh ginger. A lot of people, because it's easier, you get the powdered ginger, and trust me, it's not the same. It's not even close. So now we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil.
Did you add salt and pepper?
Okay, step by step. Okay. Some
Here, Aria, give me that.
soy sauce,
Just the knife.
salt and pepper. Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
And we're going to add sriracha just to make it a little bit spicier. The sriracha kind of has a late kick. You don't notice it at first, and then you're like, oh, well, hello. Here I am. So
it's more of a like spicy tuna tartar.
Right. Then we're going to add some fresh green onions. Okay. And let me add some honey. To balance all the spicy that's going on, you need something sweet, because then it will be just too hot. So 1 teaspoon of honey. And
Is
we
this
mix
your
it
recipe?
all. It's go with the flow. I'm really just going with what I think will be right.
Okay.
And you always want to serve it with something that's a little bit crunchy, because the tuna is kind of mushy, plus the avocado. So you want something crunchy to give some contrast. Let me get something to serve with. Yeah?
What do you think so far, Aria?
I think it looks delicious.
No, I mean about Sammy.
I think she's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She
I think
understands.
it might have too much honey though. I think that it might
Yeah,
You
be.
think it might be too sweet? I just added 1 teaspoon. It'll be fine. It'll balance out. Trust me.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Can you
Yeah.
open that for me?
Yes.
Okay, did you put sesame oil on here?
Yes.
Did you taste it?
Not yet.
I think you should taste it.
Go for
And
it.
you should always taste stuff before you serve it, because that way they won't send it back.
You say that every time.
It's true.
People already know it. People already know what the drill is.
Do you
Okay,
love
that's
it?
very good.
This is moving tables. Can you imagine me falling?
That's very good.
I know. See? I told you. Just gotta go what you feel.
Mm.
Let's serve it here to make it all nice and pretty, yeah? A martini glass.
Okay. So what you do is you mix it together. Can you guys see that?
Let
Yum.
me
Okay.
turn the camera in.
You might
So they
need a
get
little
it
bit more
closer.
sesame oil to give it a little bit. You don't want to overpower it with sesame oil, but it gives it a little bit of glaze, so it looks a little bit nicer. You don't want it to look too raw and messy.
Right.
Okay, so what you want to do is pour it into the glass and fill it up in the martini glass. We're not going to drink it, we're just going to eat it. So make it look rustic, a little rough, like that.
Okay. Now, what are we going to add? The crunchy is going to be some fried wontons, which you can get at the market, right?
Okay, so these are wontons, which I did earlier. I fried them off, and they're good to, they're not going to fit directly in the martini glass, so what you want to do is just break them into pieces and stick them in where they fit. Okay? Just
That
like
looks
that.
Really pretty.
That does look. That's a really good setup.
Okay? And then you could serve it.
push it over
You
here.
get like $12.95 for that baby.
Look at that.
You know?
See, it's very nice, clean, simple, and it's a great party starter. There you go.
Okay.
You want to try it, Aria?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to try it.
Here's some clean spoons. You can go off on that.
With the
Next,
what?
There's some clean spoons right
Well, I
there.
want to, like, use the wand with it.
You sound very passionate about the food, Aria.
I am. I mean, I want to taste it exactly how you set it up. If you bought this, this is how you would taste it, right?
You gotta go. See, no spoons. Sometimes you gotta feel the food, and you like that. I've seen you cook soup
This
and
is
just
great.
put your whole fist in it to
This is
crush the
great.
tomatoes. It's disgusting.
First of all, I don't put my fist.
You put
in
your
the soup.
fist in it?
He crushes
It
the
sounds
tomatoes
awful. That sounds
instead of
awful.
the machine. He does it with his hands.
Okay,
he
that's
lost
crushing
sensitivity on his hands, so
That's
like he
crushing
doesn't feel
tomato.
fire. It's funny taking things out of the oven with his bare hands.
I think
Okay,
it's.
I
I
need a
think
wet rag, please.
this was good. I could have used
It's
a little
really
more
good.
salt.
A little more salt? Yeah?
I think so. But it's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so there you have your tuna tartar. Nice and simple, fresh. The tuna's very expensive, but, you know, what are you going to do?
You want to underdress it with the salt always because people then have the ability to add a
it
little
if
bit
they
more.
wanted to.
Especially everybody now is on this clean eating
Right,
here in
right,
LA.
right.
No salt, no oil, which I think is terrible.
Okay, so we've accomplished that, which was quite an accomplishment.
Okay, what are we doing next?
Next up, we are going to do a soba noodle salad. Sammy's going to navigate you through this. Have you ever had a soba noodle salad?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what soba noodles are? I thought
Yes,
you were
yes, yes, I
foodie.
do, I do.
What is it?
Those noodles right there.
Right, but what's it made out of?
I don't know.
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
I thought you were
I know
foodie.
they're yummy. I am a foodie, but I don't do Japanese food.
Really?
I do a lot of Hispanic foods,
Okay.
Italian foods,
Italian
Okay.
is one
soul
of my favorite.
foods.
Soul foods, really.
So for the people that don't know what soba noodles are, this is what they look like.
They look.
See? They don't look
disgusting.
great, yeah. So you have to dress it up and make them a little bit
you can
nicer.
get them frozen, or you can get them pre-cooked.
Why would you tell them to get them frozen?
No, because if they go soba noodles in the market, they want to know where they are.
No,
Sometimes
we
they're
want
in the
them
market.
fresh. We want everything fresh. Do not buy anything frozen. Come on. Frozen
Okay.
is awful.
Yeah,
So
frozen
what are
is
we going to do? How long do you cook these for?
About 6 minutes.
Okay, so you boil them off.
Before Sammy does that, I am going to put the fish in the oven because we want it to be ready when it comes out.
How long are you going to put it in the oven for?
For as long as it takes to cook.
Alright, well that's nice.
Okay. So let me show them how to do this first.
Okay, go ahead. I
Don't
wanna
get
take
it.
over.
Are you okay, girl?
Yeah.
So we have the fish right here, okay? And we're just going to slide it onto the plate. Can you put a little bit of oil on the bottom, please?
Wait.
Right there.
Okay. Is this like? Am I like retarded?
There you go.
You're not retarded. Don't say that.
Okay.
You're more than that.
I'm deeper than that.
Okay, so we have oil on the bottom of the pan so it doesn't stick, which we don't like. Okay, and then we're going to put it directly on there.
Do you hear that sizzling? That's what you want. That
It's
sizzle.
not sizzling. It's a cold pan.
I'm like, what? It's not sizzling.
Okay, and also, earlier, while I was making this, I forgot to put in the shrimp, okay? So we have the shrimp, and we're just going to throw them on here, too.
Did you season the shrimp or no?
No, we're going to season it as it goes into the oven, okay? So we have 4 shrimp. We'll put a little bit of salt and pepper on there, and we're going to throw it underneath the broiler, okay? And by the time Sammy gets done with the soba noodles, it should be done. And we can take it out and we can dress it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Go ahead and have some fun with that. Okay, so here I have some ingredients for the soba noodles, which is cabbage, green onions, and we have carrots. So I would ask my special guest here if she can
Cut the
cut the carrots a little bit.
Okay.
Let's clean it off.
What else do you need,
You want
girl?
to julienne them? No, I think I have everything
You
I
want
need.
them small?
Yes, like a lo largo.
Okay.
Julienne, yes. So I'm going to make the sauce for the soba noodles, which is actually pretty easy. Our base is going to be honey. So you want let's just do 1.5 tablespoons of honey. I'm really bad at measuring. I kind of just go with what I think might work. All right. Where's the smaller whisk?
It's underneath.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Sometimes when you're cooking, what you want to do, you don't want to follow the recipe. If you're baking, you have to follow the recipe exactly. But if you're cooking at home, sometimes you want to look at the recipe and go by the recipe, but not exactly. Okay, you can do different things. You don't have to go exactly by the recipe.
Okay.
Which obviously we're not doing.
So what we got here is I put the honey. I put some sriracha. When you mix honey with sriracha, it gives it kind of sweet and sour taste to it. And I added some salt and pepper, sesame oil, and I'm adding right now some rice vinegar to it. Okay. So we're going to whisk that, and then we're going to taste it. You want to make sure that it's sweet, but it's spicy enough.
Okay, that's enough carrots there, girl.
Oh, okay.
Take it easy on the carrots.
I didn't know she laid out 4, so I was going to chop them all
That
up.
looks good.
Okay.
Okay, we have the cabbage. Chopping the cabbage there.
You want some avocado? What other stuff you want on
No avocado. It's going to be too mushy. Yeah, just the cabbage, green onions is going to be fine. So let me take
What
this
about a
first.
red onion?
Ooh, a red onion
That
would
wouldn't
be
be
good.
bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's perfect.
How are we doing on time?
Yeah, I think we have like 10 minutes left. And we're going to add some sesame seeds to our dressing. Okay. So, now we have the noodles, which I'm going to add to the dressing. Okay. And we have purple cabbage, green onions, and our carrots. Thank you very much. And let me get a fork and get this going. You want to mix that up?
Sure.
Why? Let me show the people what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so how are we doing over here?
Good.
Look at that. It has a lot of color. You want to bring those Soba noodles to life, most definitely. So you need big, bold flavors. Okay. Roy, would you mind getting a plate so we can serve it in?
Yeah, is it ready?
It's about to be ready.
Good.
Yeah, not that many carrots.
Why
That's
not? It's good.
good. Am I making it or are you making it?
We're both making it.
Well, there's a lot of cabbage in it, so I feel like the carrots will like make it not, you know.
All right, so let's get a plate and serve it up. This, because it's a salad, it's served cold. So once you make the noodles, you want to make sure that you let them cool for at least 30 minutes before you start making it.
Okay, once again, remember what I told you before?
With what?
Serve it
A couple
up.
minutes ago?
Oh, yeah.
Taste it first. Taste it first.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
let's go for it.
Because-
Taste it, and then if you want to add anything else,
Are you going to taste it?
don't feel free.
I like to send my food back when I'm in the restaurant a lot.
Because you don't like it. And you
No,
think...
because it has a lot of stuff has, the flavor is not what it's supposed to be, so I don't send it back to bust chops, I just send it back because there's no flavor.
No, I understand that. Because
Yeah.
I literally have had stuff and I'm like, had the cook tasted it, they would have
Yeah.
never brought this out to me. Literally.
Sometimes they do it way too fast.
What do you think?
What does it need?
It's sweet and it's hot, and it needs a little bit of vinegar. Did you put any mirin or vinegar in
I
it?
put vinegar. Were you not watching
I
the show?
want to taste it.
Put vinegar.
It's a little sweet. It's good.
Did you have any cabbage with it, or did you just get straight noodles?
Yeah, you
I
gotta
had
have a
straight
little
noodles.
bit of everything.
I feel like if you grab it with everything, it will taste
It'll
better.
work. We're gonna put some of the wontons there, just to give it some crispiness. I think it would work. And then let's serve it up.
How is it?
No, I could. Vinegar would be great.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So why don't we do that?
Too much
Can you
honey.
give us a rice with vinegar there?
Isn't that the
No,
vinegar?
that's mirin. That's different. It's wine cooking.
Is it?
Sammy, I feel like your nickname should be Honey.
You think so?
Because I think you're obsessed with honey.
I love honey. I do. It's one of my
Aren't you
favorite
all you guys
things.
obsessed with sweetness?
I'm surprisingly not.
I love sweet.
I'll have something salty before something sweet.
Okay,
It's
so
because of my personality, you know. I'm spicy, so I need something to even me out.
Um,
Sweet.
I thought that was the Roman code.
Well, yeah, that too.
Okay, so you want to mix it up. Sammy, you want to get the camera so everybody can check it out?
Sure. this.
You get the wontons. You put the wontons in last because that way you can place
I want to
them
put
in.
it right in. You just like doing things differently than what I do, right?
Listen, I've been a chef for a lot of years, okay?
Doesn't matter.
Very
Innovation. Things change, you know?
very sensitive. So
People cook with new appliances now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you guys not? Did you add the vinegar?
Yes, I did add vinegar.
Okay. I must have missed
You were
it.
here when I had the vinegar.
No, I was somewhere else.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't know.
Put some of that.
Once
carrots
again, we
and
want to
stuff.
thank Aria for being here.
Look at that. That looks really nice. Very colorful.
Are you going to write about this on your blog tonight?
I'm totally gonna write about it.
Okay, so you want to make a nice presentation, nice mound, like that. See, that looks pretty good, right?
Cool.
And
That does look pretty.
you could put some wontons on there. We're getting a lot of use out of the wontons today.
If it was Dominican, we would have had some plátano frito.
Oh
Fried
yeah,
plantains
like
right next to it.
totones.
Mhm.
Just put, like,
Okay, so that's what you have. You have a soba noodle salad. It's very fresh. It's very, it's pretty healthy, except for the amount of honey that Sammy put in there.
Oh, don't blame me. It was fun.
She
I'm
loves
just kidding. I'm just
honey.
kidding. It's really good. The only thing that's fried here is the
Wonton.
wonton.
Which,
Okay.
yeah, they're not.
Which can be substituted with a number of things.
So why don't you taste that, Sammy, and see what you think.
That
I'll check on the fish.
cod is really smelling good.
It is.
I'm excited for it.
Okay, so we're gonna get set up for the final dish. I have no idea how we're doing on time because Sammy forgot to.
We have 5 minutes left. No,
5
we have
minutes?
like 4. 4 minutes left. I hope so. This is really good. I do like it.
Are you enjoying yourself, Aria?
Yeah, I am.
What do you think of the food so far?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a little sweet for me, but I think
Uh-huh.
that I would just add salt to stuff. And maybe more sriracha, just because of my personal preference. But no, I think it's great.
Are you a well-respected chef in the Dominican?
Yeah, I am. Hispanic food is my specialty. So check out my blog, Feed the Homies. It's awesome.
Okay, so I need a rag, fresh rag, please.
Okay.
We're going to take the fish out of the oven. It's been caramelizing. Hopefully it'll be done. We're going to plate it up. And it's going to be simple because it's a very light meal we've done today. So
Remember, these recipes, you're going to find them on royhandler.com. They're going to be posted tomorrow. And also you can follow him at Chef Handler. This is for Twitter and this is for Instagram as well. And you can just look him up, Roy Handler, on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter as Sammy Gorgeous, obviously. And you can follow me on Instagram, Sammy G.
okay, I need a spatula.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Well, you don't have one. Well, you have this. There you go.
Okay, you can hold it right there, and I get the seaweed from over here.
Okay. Perfect. So these ingredients you're gonna find any Asian market in your area. They're pretty easy.
Okay, so guys, take a look at this.
Oh, let me get a close up of that. That actually looks delicious.
So it was in the oven about 7 or 8 minutes. The shrimp cooked really, really quick, and I cut this Chilean sea bass in half so it wasn't that thick, so it cooked really, really quick. So you can always tell when fish is done by poking a knife through it, and if it goes directly through, it's done, and it's got to come out right away. So what we have here, we've got some seaweed. Okay, some Japanese seaweed we're going to put on the bottom of the plate.
This one already comes seasoned, right?
Yes, it comes already seasoned. You can get that at the Japanese market.
Okay.
Okay. Get my spatula.
Okay.
Fish breaks apart very easily, so you got to be very, very tender. If it cuts in half, it's okay. All right. Put it on the plate like that.
That looks good.
It does.
Okay. And then you have your 4 shrimp that I forgot to marinate.
Just
You did. I knew you
with
were
the
going
juices of the sea bass, I think it'll be fine. Just a little salt and pepper will work.
Okay. And you put that on the plate.
Pretty.
And then we have some juices over here from the pan. Watch yourself, girl. You put it over everything. Okay. You want to get a close up of that, or?
Yes.
Yeah, That looks delicious.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it's a nice, simple dish, once again. But the key is to marinate it. And you get a little bit of caramelization on top. Sometimes it turns black, but it's not burnt. It's just from the sugar or the
Look
honey.
at that. Let's get a close-up. Look at that.
Okay? All right, so that's what we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your Japanese tour
Yay.
here in Marina Del Rey. I want to thank Aria for showing up today. I appreciate your help.
No, thank
hope
you
you had
for
a good
having me.
time.
Hopefully you guys invite me back and let me cook next time.
Yeah, don't
That
count
sounds
on
good.
it.
What?
I'm kidding.
Dominican food
He's
is
scared. He's scared to learn something new from a young girl like me. But
young. The keyword young.
Young.
That hurts.
a young girl like me.
But thank you for joining us. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you learned something, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care,
guys.
guys.